It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Ready? That's what I do. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get off the field. Check 50, check 50.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check pass, check pass. Showing it.
On second down, this is Madison. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They'll run for the first time with the former Bearcat, Mike Boone. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Two. What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Out.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins going deep for Diggs. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 27. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
Set. 250. Hey, watch the ball. Wide. Get wide. Hey. Look at him.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
All day, baby. Good stuff. Ready. Here we go. Hey. Switch. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be fourth down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Madison running on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D. Bang, 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 bang.
We're scoreless after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Stafford. Flushed out right. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
At the 26-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check.
They'll run with Boone here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
What we got? Check it backer.
They'll run it with Madison, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, 382, let's get it.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Gun. Right there, 54, right there.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
It's a gain of 4. And it's
Set! Yellow 80! Yellow 80!
From the gun, here's Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. There it goes.
Play fake. Cousins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Going on the ground with Madison. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
no gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get away. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Lions take over.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Fielded at the 20.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 38, Cousins going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring him.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
50-50.
Now Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings' 19-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. Tackle made by the 3rd-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Here's a give to Madison running right. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Boone. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play action now. Cousins. Open man is Thielen is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll run with Madison. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, boom. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, watch this, watch this.
61, matchbox lights.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check 37. 2.
Here's Madison. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check 3, check 3.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the 4-yard line.
Again, they're going to go with Boone. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Johnson. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. First down, Lions.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Get a 20! Undercross.
On 2nd down, Johnson. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Johnson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Yeah, baby.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Shift. Middle. Mike 5-4. Come on, D. No. 10.
They snap it to Stafford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Madison running left. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Check.
Check 52.
Going to run with Madison again. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and it's now 21-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
First down, Lions.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
Drill right, 22.
Slam.
Hey, over.
54.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Under 10. 10. Deuce. Watch the safety creep.
From the gun, Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
it. That's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dumb make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the